The second hadith, Hazur, is about Hazrat Zainab. She said that the Holy
Not about Hazrat Zainab.
She said
from reported by.
Yes. She said that Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam woke up and his face was a bit red.
Flushed with
yes, blood. And he was repeating La ilaha illallah waylun lil arab min sharrin qad iqtarab, and he was warning the Arabs from a certain evil which was approaching.
اقترب.
اقترب.
Very close.
فتح اليوم من ردم يأجوج ومأجوج, that it will have a connection from the debris of Yajooj and Majooj.
From the?
Yajooj, debris, or from the
debris?
Debris mean the Radmin is after the war.
Read I'll translate.
Okay. يقول لا إله إلا الله ويل العرب من شر قد اقترب فتح اليوم من ردم يأجوج ومأجوج.
Yes. When the door will be open for a mischief to enter the Arab countries, and that door will be open for the flooding of Yajooj Majooj with destruction. Radm, isn't it?
Yes.
The destruction will come from them, and for that the door will be open and to be flooded by that destruction by Yajooj and Majooj. Correct?
Yes. So there is this continuation for it.
Okay. Read.
مثل هذه وعقد سفيان 90 أو 100 قيل أن نهلك وفينا الصالحون قال نعم إذا كثر الخبث.
Translation? You perhaps can
Yes.
read that.
This is the main part.
That's the main part of the question.
And it was said, will we be destroyed, and among us there are some pious people?
Right.
He replied, yes, if the khabath, mischief was spread.
Yes. The Holy Quran also speaks of such calamity which is so wide and comprehensive that even the good people will be influenced, will be adversely affected by that calamity, although for them it will not be azab, it will just be a trial. Like in many diseases, some pious people also are killed or die, but sometimes those diseases are spread for to punish the evil people. Exceptions are there, like it happened in the case of Ta'un. See, so this I have understood. Now, what is the question? You see, the question has already been answered by me in a way. It is Yajooj Majooj which make the central core of this hadith. There are two things which have to be noted. Iqtarabas saat. Time has come very close. And as far as the Muslim ulama are concerned, they still await the appearance of Yajooj Majooj, because they have been described with reference to what they will do, and min kulli hadabin yansilun, and they have not yet recognized them. So they think it's a matter which will happen later on sometime. But iqtaraba speaks otherwise. The word iqtaraba means this is about to happen and it has started to happen. So in my opinion, the invasion of the Arab countries by Europeans was a fulfillment of this tradition. Yajooj Majooj are the powers which have been also described in the Bible as Yajooj and Gog and MaGog. And any sensible man can read from that Western Europe and Eastern Europe, particularly Russia, is mentioned as one of the two forces or two powers. Gog can apply to England, Western Europe and America, and MaGog can apply to Russians or otherwise. But one thing is certain, that these are the two forces which are mentioned, against whom God has given no one two hands to fight with them. And their influence began to spread into Middle East long ago with the Saracens wars, and King Saladin also fought the battles with them. So if you read the history carefully, you will be surprised to see that Gog and MaGog had started invading the Muslim territories very early, because when Spain was invaded by the Muslims, we know from history that the attempts to invade European countries was very strongly countered by conspiracies, and church played a very important role in that. So actually they begin to see the appearance of Yajooj, Majooj not even today, but Yajooj and Majooj had unveiled themselves within 200 years of Hijrah, and they began the invasion of the Muslim world with reference to Spain and beyond to Muslim Africa, etc., etc. So they should begin to understand the word of God which is being spoken by Rasulullah Sallam. The word of God is word of wisdom. It cannot be trifled with. You cannot treat it like a human word, and if you take it too literally, which divine words are not, then you will never understand the meaning. So this is the case which you first understand, then all the hadiths will be understandable. Repeated invasions of Muslim East will be made by the Yajooj and Majooj, in which many things will happen. And during that period, Rasulullah Sallam has mentioned many calamities to befall Islam, and later on a time period may come to intervene between the two periods for 100 years or so. Then again they will do this, and then again they will do this. So what we see today is a continuation of the fulfillment of this prophecy which you have just read. Okay. And what did you say was central to this? What did you say was central to this prophecy? This hadith?
The question, Asila.
The one I repeated at the end, وَقَيْلَ أَنَهْلُكُ وَفِينَا الصَّالِحُونَ قَالَ نَعَمْ إِذَا كَثُرَ الْخَبْثُ.
That's right. Now this also has happened throughout history. In large invasions, many a time innocent Muslims were also destroyed and and slaughtered. I've got this allergy to the pollen which is spreading these days. So sometimes it attacks suddenly, and then I take my medicines which I haven't got at the time. But let me be alright, inshallah. I'm sorry for this disturbance, please. Now the proof of the correctness of my influence lies in the Holy Quran. It's not just Hadith Nafs. Most certainly the Holy Quran presents the proof of what I am telling you to be the right inference. In Yajooj Majooj, hatta, that verse where a wall will be broken, until the wall is broken between the east and west, Yajooj Majooj will not invade. Verse nikalna. You see, this is in Surah Al-Kahf. Yajooj Majooj are mentioned as two great powers, and they will not be permitted to invade until the wall of Zulqarnain will be destroyed. Now, if they are waiting for the Yajooj Majooj, where is the wall of Zulqarnain? Nowhere. If you point out at any certain wall to be that wall of Zulqarnain, then tell me, why should Yajooj Majooj wait until that small thing is destroyed, while the age is that of rockets and aeroplanes and other fast-moving tanks, etc. Even small tanks can destroy that wall altogether. So that means, again, the ulama have made the blunder of taking a prophecy literally, while that prophecy has got fulfilled, the time has gone beyond, and now it cannot be fulfilled in the literal sense they are taking it. Because no little wall needs to be destroyed for Yajooj Majooj to spread out. But when you notice the fact that right from the beginning, the Middle East stood like a wall between the world of Islam and the world of the West, and resisted all attempts to enter and capture the Middle East. That was the wall. And as long as that wall was not destroyed, the West could not enter and capture the sources of oil and everything in the Middle East. So the first hadith you read is also connected with this. Ongoing process, when this wall of Muslim resistance ultimately was broken or shattered at last, these powers of the Jali powers of Yajooj Majooj would not dare enter the holy world of Islam. So this shows that my inference is correct, and Yajooj Majooj are those powers which used to invade you before, and you never recognized them as Yajooj Majooj. Yajooj Majooj is another name for the Dajjal. So militarily, their supremacy all over the world is realized after that wall of resistance of the Muslim world was finally broken down. Understand this point? So they should understand, to read this, they should understand this hadith metaphorically as it is meant, and the great prophecy it contains. If they read it along with the Holy Quran, and particularly with reference to Yajooj Majooj in Surah Qaf, then they begin to understand it easily. Show me how that wall is resisting any Dajjal, Yajooj Majooj behind it. How is it doing it today?